Well, since Brandon Trueblood can't get his his 5G streaming under control, Mr. Hamster has to come in and help Mr. Hemi 4-Speed. Because Mr. Hemi 4-Weed is trying to do some work today and he needs a video to comfort him when he's doing this. So I found one from Replicant Fish. Can't you tell that men are drowning in WAP? Look at this. Look at the hamster. You see all that in the background? That's all wet ass yada. Let's get to it. And I'm sure Brandon will be back soon, right?
This video claims,
yeah, that's what I've heard.
Men are drowning in women, drowning in WAP, drowning in a sea of women.
Oh, everywhere you go, there's, oh my God. How do I get away from this burden?
It's a wet and warm ocean of women, isn't it? Really?
Well, it is for some men, but
this is what I mean.
The new article from Business Insider seems to be good news for
so this man works for ABC News. Okay,
some
all
bachelors.
Right.
Some single men are actually benefiting from the so-called male loneliness epidemic.
Yeah, I wonder which section of men would be benefiting from that. Mr. ABC News guy, do you think it'd be the vast majority of men or the top shelf of men? Which do you think are getting full of WAP, like an ocean of pussy juice?
Okay. Nice guys who have basic social skills and a job.
Well, that's bullshit. That's fucking nonsense. Let me listen to that again in case I missed
it. Epidemic. Okay. Nice guys who have basic social skills and a job seem to have more romantic options than ever, especially.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Social skills and
let me just do it
called male loneliness epidemic. Okay. Nice guys who have basic social skills and a job seem to have more romantic options than ever, especially.
Excuse me. Nice guys who have a job and a car have more romantic options than ever. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now, is this propaganda or is this man just a fucking idiot?
Benefiting from the so-called male loneliness epidemic. Okay. Nice guys who have basic social skills and a job seem to have more romantic options than ever, especially.
Well, geez, I have basic social skills. I got a job. I've got a car. I've got a big rotund belly because, you know, some women like that dad bod. Well, I'm dad times 2 bod. And gee, I don't have an ocean of pussy rolling down to save me from myself, I guess. I don't know. Ian Blades is here, Dr. Dre. Good to see you. It's hanging low and loose and ready for use. Oh my God, stop it. All right, let's go on with the fish here.
What? Really? What nonsense?
The hell are you talking about?
Absolutely nonsense. This is one thing I find odd about modern dating. It's when they list off very basic things, very, very basic things. I think to myself,
nice guys, basic social skills and job.
Who are some of these women dating? Like, these are very basic things.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, though. I mean, you know, all of us have a job. This is, come on, right? You have a job and, you know, you have a place to live and you can interact with people in a basic way. We're not drowning in pussy. So this is from ABC News, the American Broadcasting Company. In the United States, men who have a job and are reasonably socially acceptable are drowning in pussy.
Men that have a job.
In what fucking world is this happening?
Job. Really? That's not a disparity in modern dating. You see, sadly for a lot of men, being a 666 man, having a lack of those characteristics can make it difficult. A job has not been an issue for many men because a lot of men nowadays.
Well, I mean, a job isn't an issue for men because men have to have a fucking job. Go down to the welfare office and ask him for free money if you're a man. See how that works.
Characteristics can.
See how that works out for you.
Make it difficult. A job has not.
They'll say like, oh, excuse me, sir. Yeah, thank you for coming in, but you're a goddamn man. Go out and get a fucking job. Woman comes in. Oh my God, you're so proud.
An issue for many men because a lot of men.
And if you don't believe that, try it sometime. I have.
Nowadays don't even need to have a job. They just need to be
hot. Or someone else, not me.
Enough and love bomby enough. Her energies, her insecure. I hope you're focused and on your square. Just be hot and love bomby. That's all you have to actually be as a man nowadays. Literally.
Especially on dating apps. But with a seemingly dwindling pool of eligible men, most women are having the opposite dating experience. So for more.
Yeah, well, what do they do? How do they define eligible men there, Mr. ABC guy? Sir, I know you're just reading the fucking story. You didn't write the fucking story. I get it. You got a job. You're on ABC News in New York or whatever. Think about this.
Pool of eligible men, most.
What is an eligible man? Shouldn't we have a definition for that? No, just going to blow that by because you think everybody knows it. Well, it kind of depends on if you're a man or you're a woman, don't it?
Women are having.
Or if you're gay and straight, you're a trans, you're whatever the fuck you are. There's a specific definition. And what I can say, being a normal man, is it differs a lot between men and women. What's acceptable and what isn't. Maybe Charles here didn't get the memo.
The opposite dating experience. So for more on this, I want to bring in Business Insider senior correspondent.
Well, I mean, if most of them are going for the same men, they would have the same problem, wouldn't they? And it's
oh my God, you're evil. You're even evil misogynist. But look at her. Isn't she so cute?
Correspondent.
She's got a cute little tattoo over here. It's like, oh my God, in my college days, I got all crazy and shit. You think that's the only thing she did when she got crazy? Let's listen to it.
Well, I mean, if most of them are going for the same men, they would.
Yeah, they are.
Have the same problem, wouldn't they? And it's a.
They wouldn't have any trouble finding men if they weren't concentrating their WAP on the top 5 or 10% of men, wouldn't they?
Big disparity of modern days.
They could get dick and they could get taken care of and dates and trips and all kinds of shit, but they don't want men like that, Mr. ABC News. They don't want average men. They don't even want 90% of shit. Oh my God.
How can so many men suffer from a male loneliness epidemic, yet the equal amount of women aren't?
Bullshit.
How does that make sense?
I mean, she's cute. All right.
I'll
give it. I'd hit that WAP.
Unless some of them are dating the same man. Yeah.
Strap a 2x4. Oh my God. Stop it.
They are.
How could you be so evil, hamster? Well, it's innate because evil hamsters had to be evil to survive. Who? 346. Rising from the ashes of MGTOW Phoenix. Hello, Phoenix. How are ya? Social programs for men. That's fucking funny. Aldwick is here. Hello, Aldwick. Long time no see. Good to see you. Dr. Dree in the building. And so we've got an ABC News report here, and Replicant Fish is commenting to it. It's like, poor women. Oh my God. Lonely single men, if they have a job, are fucking drowning in pussy. Right. MGTOW Phoenix. Good. I'm okay. Thank you. Good to see you. All right. Let's go back to this nonsense. Go ahead.
Because they are. Like, I find it hilarious how women nowadays don't understand why a lot of men cheat so much. Which men? Which men? The men that
the top 5% of men
are drowning in women now would have been the same men drowning in women anyway. So this video is just, I find this video odd.
Amanda Hoover to talk more about this. And Amanda, you open your story up.
My name is Amanda Hoover. How you doing? I'm going out with average men, those evil men at the top. I just can't handle it.
Describing a dating experience you had.
Here's the funny thing, though. It's like these women, they come in and they don't know any better because they're chicks. Well, I had this date. A lot of average men never have a fucking date. Never. They don't even give a shit.
With a man that seems.
Not I'm saying that they should, but it's like at least understand the rules of this fucking game, and they don't care. Well, I had this date, and then the next weekend I had dates with 2 guys, and weekend before that I had 3 guys, and oh my God.
To be going great.
And a lot of average guys are like, what are you talking about? How can you have 5 dates in 1 week? I haven't had 5 dates in my entire fucking life.
Until you saw his apartment.
But I'm pleasant and I can have social interaction. I have a job. Seems like it really doesn't matter, does it, Mr. ABC?
And it wasn't what you expected. Tell us about that and how it inspired you to write this story.
Okay, well, we can't wait. So he didn't have a $bazillion mansion and shit, but he was one of the top 5%. Let's listen in on the little girl. Like, you look at the eyes going, oh my God, I got so wet.
Yeah, this was last summer, you know. met a guy.
Like last summer, I just met a guy.
Nice guy, good job.
Really? Was he working at the Burger King or was he a longshoreman? He was an electrician or a plumber fixing your house? No, that's only in the corn videos. Okay, got it.
Fun to hang.
Where did you meet this man? And what did he do for a living? Curious.
With all of that, went on a couple of dates, but ultimately, when I saw his apartment,
So went on a couple of dates, and she went to his apartment. What do you suppose he looked like, boys? You think he was average hamster? Was he Brandon True Blood or any of us average guys here? No.
All of that, went on a couple of dates, but ultimately, when I saw his apartment, I saw that he kind of had a futon in several pieces that he had to put together when I arrived.
Yeah, well, maybe he just fucking moved into the goddamn apartment. Yeah?
Had like a light bulb hanging from the ceiling that was.
Mm-hmm. Yes, well, you've been coddled, girlfriend, your entire life by daddy. Daddy comes in and says, oh, you can't live here, girl. Here's $10,000 to buy furniture and put some in. Men don't get that. I know it's hard for them to cross that bridge. Well, what do you mean you don't get that? Does your daddy not like? He doesn't not love us. He actually loves us more than you because he says you got to get out there and make it on your fucking own, bro. You got to earn your shit. And of course, for the girls, oh my God, just be pretty, everything.
Little interrogation room vibe. And then.
So you didn't really like him. Oh, did you?
And I think, what really.
Yeah.
Okay, we get
interrogation vibe. So he's got a futon. He's got a light. He's got a fridge. He's got a microwave. He's got a toilet. He's got a shower. He's got a roof over his fucking head. What is the problem? He didn't go down to Ashley Furniture and get all that. This is a good bullshit. Well, he could have put a bunch of couches and shit. He doesn't want to. Have you thought about that? He's probably some kind of banker or some whatever. I can spend $10,000 on a bunch of furniture that's going to sit here all fucking day, every day, or I could take that $10,000 and invest it in my future. Do you have any concept of that? No.
Get her point. We get where she's going.
Because women are always taken care of, no matter what. Perfect example. She's not a beauty. She's a mid at best. And she's like, well, how come he doesn't have all this furniture and a chandelier? And how come he's because he doesn't want it. How about that?
His home was not decorated and furnished to her liking. Now, of all the issues to have with a person.
No, I mean, the thing is, the girls love to do this stuff, and I'm not holding it against it. They go down to the yard sales and the fucking Goodwill and some of these places. And this little thing, this knickknack. Oh, it looks so great in our apartment. Blah, blah, blah. Men are like, what is that doing for me? Why do I need a knickknack? I mean, you see, we did it, but it doesn't really pay anything. There's no dividend. I can take the same $10,000 in cash and invest it in the fucking stock market, and in 50 years, it'll be worth $7,500, $100,000 or whatever. And you're not thinking ahead because it doesn't matter to you. Because you're always going to get some attention, cash, and whatever, because you have a what? Excuse me, what? You got a pussy. And red hair in this place.
Okay, look, we understand it from a certain perspective and point of view. Some men don't feel the need to do that. However, a lot of men decorate their home.
I mean, what's the point? Why? Now, I understand keeping a clean place. I get that. You don't want to be the hamster with, 10,000 beer cans in the apartment or whatever. But aside from me, because I'm a weirdo, keep your house clean, keep it nice, keep everything, sparkling and pretty, dust it. Okay. But you don't need 10 pieces of furniture sitting there taking up space that costs you $10,000 that you can invest in something else. Women do not understand this.
Have pictures in their homes, furniture, an actual bed. Yeah, we understand a lot of men don't. A lot of men do. Well, I think a lot of women will be shocked to know some men have bookcases. Oh my God.
Oh my God, stop it.
Lance,
a job,
an actual
She'd look at the bookcase and probably say, it felt kind of creepy because it was like a light in the living room and
the
shit.
curtains. Oh my God. I'm sure
Look at that. Oh my God, he's got curtains up because then nobody can see him when he kills me.
that's so shocking. It's
I
not
mean,
shocking.
these fucking people are just insane. Where do they even come from? Is my question.
It's just ridiculous. The point to understand in this is what sort of man was he? What sort of men are the men drowning in women? Hot men, good-looking hot men, possibly with a lot of money. It's the
He
same.
was a Wall Street banker, probably a young guy. Only had a $200,000 or $300,000 income because he was just getting started. And being an investment person, he would not invest in shit that just decays on your living room floor and buy gold or crypto or some other shit. And you're like, oh my God, how come the nest isn't ready for me? What the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Stats, same settings. So sometimes when you hear women complain about certain basic things, you have to think to yourself, well, what sort of men are you dating? Because a lot of that is basic, normal stuff. And it's not like that even matters so much anyway, but it's like a lot of men know they don't have to try nowadays.
I mean, you know, Shoe on Head did a video about this. The guy with the TV. Remember that? With the apartment was completely empty except the TV and a video game and a fridge and a toilet and all that stuff. What more do you need? What more do you need? Mystery Man says, yeah, I want full mahogany furniture. And how come you're not building this nest for me? Because really, like, you're evil and you're a potential problem. Easter Sunday is here. Saw that latest video. Man, keep rocking. That was fun. All right, let's go on with this pile of shit.
Bank on women's view of this male loneliness epidemic. Okay, a lot of these dudes out here lonely. I'm just going to run through all these women. Yeah, why not? I'm drowning in it, aren't I? Yeah, carry on.
Revenue to this story for a lot of people was kind of this like shirt cut into pieces as a curtain. And it was just clear to me that
he had what? That sounds fucking cool. He did what? What was that?
I'm drowning in it.
Go ahead.
Aren't I? Yeah, carry on.
revenue to this story for a lot of people was kind of this like shirt cut into pieces.
That sounds fucking badass. Can I say it? Can I?
As a curtain. And it was just clear to me that, you know, the basics that most adults do to maintain an inviting living space, you know, these weren't things that were being prioritized here.
Yeah, so you didn't like his place because he had torn up t-shirts as curtain. I think that's fucking hot. I love it.
Gotcha. Well, and so look, the takeaway here is that for guys, it doesn't.
Yes. What is the takeaway, Mr. ABC?
Have to be that hard, but you say if dating is a numbers game, the math isn't adding up, and I'm curious. I mean, what exactly do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Yes, we would like to know there.
It's definitely something that I think a lot of women that I spoke to felt, but also we see it in the data.
She said it, didn't she?
The math isn't adding up, and I'm curious. I mean, what exactly do you mean by that?
Yeah, it's definitely something that I think a lot of women that I spoke to felt.
Oh, she said women. Okay.
But also we see it in the data. There are more women going to college and getting advanced degrees than men are.
And that's not equality, is it? So are we going to bring out the feminism here? It's like, well, it's not fair. It should be 50-50. No. Oh my God, no.
Men are more likely to talk to their close friends about really deep and meaningful things in their lives. While
sorry, what is this?
More qualifications.
Hold on.
About really deep and meaningful things in their lives.
Well, you're not there though when men talk about really deep and meaningful things in their lives. You're not involved. We don't have to sit there and cry and have fucking Kleenex. And we get it. We work on a car or whatever. It's like, hey, what's up? You know. Yeah, everything all right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good. Except this thing. Yeah, what are you going to do about it? I think I'm going to try something. What do you think? Yeah, it's probably all right. That's it. Women will spend 4 hours and drink 14 bottles of wine saying the same goddamn thing and never come to a conclusion. Men and women speak to each other differently. Women go off and cry and hug and have the Haagen-Dazs or whatever. And men, at least in my opinion, my experience is like, yeah, what's up? You know, Yeah. What's the thing? Yeah. Yeah. Everything going to be all right, or you need some help? Yeah, that's good. You sure? Oh, yeah, it's fine. All right, let's work on the car. Yeah. That's it.
Okay, women are getting more.
It's not a fucking mystery. We're different. We're all human, but we talk to each other differently. Women will never understand that because they're never in the presence of men.
Qualifications, okay, and they talk and waffle a lot. Does it make them better people? You see, a lot of these stats are ridiculous and they do not make sense. Because if this really...
Let's look at the stats. 47% of women. Yeah? Well, that's odd because it seems these statistics say college is greater than 60% of women and about 30-some% of men. Oddly, it seems like more men are getting their degrees than I'm sorry, go ahead.
Were the case, how is it that so many women who are educated and make a lot of money, why do a lot of them end up dating dusty men? It's not like they're dating a man who actually has a job, even if it's not like a high paying job. A lot of them seem to end up with men who have no job at all, no car, nothing. How does that work? I mean, that should not be.
Well, because they want some good dickin'. Yeah, they want some dick.
Should it? Because I mean, if the disparity is a lot of men who are not educated and don't have a job, why are so many women hunting men who don't even have nowhere near anything like that? Barely even a secondary high school education. How does
because they're the bass player, the ginger bass player in the band at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's why.
That work? That shouldn't make sense. However, if that man with hardly any education, any job, no car or nothing, I mean, if he's a tall, good-looking dude, in modern times, that's all he has to be. Because think about this, if the women are earning the money and they don't need to actually worry about survival, why not just move this hot bum in? Why not? Makes sense. He doesn't have to pay for anything. She can cover all the bills. You see what I'm saying?
As long as he's giving her the hot beef injection.
Things nowadays do not make sense.
As long as the hot beef injection is good, yes.
Because if it simply were about men who had a job and who had qualifications, that would mean a lot of men wouldn't be single themselves, would it? And that should also mean men who have no car, no job, no education, they should be the ones suffering from a male loneliness epidemic. But that's not the case.
Message.
That's irony. That's not the case. Because the reality is the only people stopping those men who really don't try and live, from really being lonely are women. Because there's one point a lot of men understand. There are a lot of bummy dudes out here that we as men wouldn't even save. A woman would, though. A woman would. Is a con convicted of murdering a few people. Who's going to save him? A man? No. A woman would, though. A woman would. Interesting.
Let's go to the comments here. Moisture Patrol. Hello, Moisture. It was a seller's market at the time. I had to move out of my shithole apartment. Well, okay. But you had one, so that's good. Even if it's a shit. I mean, let's see. Arvero. Wait, Moisture Patrol. Oh, Moisture is new here, so good to see you. Great. Yeah, my next goal. Yes, acreage max. I like that. Get out in the country and get away from them. Oh my God. Not just the women, but all this fucking crap.
Maybe more likely to talk about events in the news. So we see this disconnect happening where women are looking.
Again, women, this girl's like, oh, these men just don't talk to me about events. They don't care about that. They want to fuck. Among their friends, they talk about events in the news quite a bit. But you don't see it because they don't do it in front of you. Oh my God.
For certain things, and there aren't enough men, that are kind of like them. If a woman's gone to college, she might want a man who's gone to college and works
well,
in a similar field or has a similar.
No, not similar field. A greater field with a lot more money and prestige. Would you stop with the lying there, sweetheart?
Their aspirations.
Bullshit.
Partner, and the data just.
But what about that guy who's really into the art thing and he gets a job for minimum wage at the Metropolitan Art Museum in New York City or whatever? He's caring about his future. This is what he loves. He's doing his thing, isn't he? You don't care about that, do you? No, you don't. You care about men who are tall, rich, and already have the goddamn apartment set up for you.
Shows that women are kind of excelling in a lot of areas as they've become more independent and able to. to work. They're
able to work. What fucking decade is this woman in here? This is 2025. It has been 70 or 80 or 90 fucking years since anyone said to a woman, you can't work. Where is she coming from?
not really willing to settle, and the men aren't necessarily keeping peace. And
I mean, these two guys look cute. Great. You'll get married and have fun. Nobody cares. That's good. Good for you.
pace in a lot of these metrics.
Well, and I'm curious, I mean, what are some of the surprising things that stood out to you about the current state of dating for both men and women that you talked to?
Yes, please do tell us. What did the men say?
Yeah.
This part's interesting. I mean, she's going to answer her own questions here, but I mean, let her continue.
I think one of the things that was the most surprising was I spoke to a lot of people that were more in their 30s or early 40s. You know, if you
And
you're in your 20s and you're dating, maybe some of this resonates with you. That's also a time when maybe not as many people are looking for a serious relationship. So what I found is that the men I spoke to who are doing quite well, either dating casually while they're looking for a serious relationship, maybe trying both, they said that they're having a lot of fun.
Okay, so some men are having fun. A few men.
yes, after they become acceptable to the women. Now, a girl her age is probably what, 30, 33, 34. The thing that pisses them off is the men that can get women are not getting you. They're going for you when you were 25 and they fucking hate it. Why don't you want me? Because you've been run through like a goddamn.
Having fun. A few of the man whores are having fun. Okay, and
It's using dating apps, meeting people through friends, meeting people in public. And the women I spoke to are not having fun. They say that dating used to be fun in their 20s. And this was really surprising for some of them.
It's not surprising at all because you're all going for the top 5% of men. Can you do math, sweetheart? You understand how to do that? There are, say, 100 men, and you only want 5 of them. You're going for the same men.
Wait there, woman. Why would it be surprising that for majority of women, dating was more fun in their 20s? In some of their prime years, dating was more fun for them, interesting.
And they were going out with the guys in their 30s. That's the fucking funny part. Wow, it's so evil that these men are robbing the cradle and these girls are 18 or 19. When you were 18 or 19, you were fucking some dude in his 40s. You know it. Everybody knows it.
But for a lot of the men 30, 40 plus, dating's more fun for them. This is sort of like things men have been saying for years, isn't it? Oh, of course, a lot of women have the most explosive fun in their 20s. Of course, why not?
But men just shut up because nobody cares what they say.
Sadly, a lot of them get ran through so much that by the time they reach 30, 40, there's nothing left. It's pointless, isn't it? But a lot of men...
Well, let's see here. Let's go down to Enterprise Rent-A-Car. You got this Nissan Altima or something. Yeah. How much you want for it? I want $10,000 or $20,000. Really? How much? Why is that? Well, it's got 485,000 miles on it. Goddamn. It's been broken in, you know what I mean?
Seem to reach their peak and prime.
It's not what men want. These women will never understand it because they don't want to.
In their 30s, 40s, and 50s. Interesting. Now, obviously, it's not all men. Again, sadly, this doesn't manifest and bloom for some men. But this is why I also say to men, never stop.
But I mean, she's got a tattoo. Look at her rebelling.
Working on yourself. You never stop working on yourself as a man.
To this day.
But yeah, I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? How it's common to understand a lot of women burn through their 20s like supernovas. Then they explode by the time they hit 30.
Pro Max left over.
Why?
That these women aren't having fun.
Especially the ones in their 30s and 40s. There's a shock.
And it's, the women feel really frustrated. They feel like it's hard to find somebody that checks off the boxes that they want.
Yeah. The older women get, the more boxes they have to have checked off. Isn't that amazing?
And there's just this disconnect happening.
And when they're...
Well, I think it's a fascinating piece, and you got a couple of laughs in the newsroom.
I mean, this guy might be gay. I don't know. Maybe he's straight. Who gives a shit? This guy knows this is bullshit. It's like, no, I'm going to go for the hot girl or the hot guy or whatever. What are you talking about?
Going through some of these anecdotes, but I do think it's actually going to help a lot of people. So, Business Insider senior correspondent Amanda Hoover, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you very much, Amanda. You made some very good points. You answered.
Not really. But anyway, the link is in the description. You guys have a good day. Hopefully Brandon will be back soon and we can listen to him driving through the shithole in Texas or wherever he is. All right, boys, I'm going to eat. I'll see you later. Bye. Thanks for coming by. And God bless.